I don't know what to call this video. I don't know what to name it because I'm gonna put it on YouTube as well. Uh, a lot of people are just angry, and it's funny because people think I'm angry at like the world, or when I talk about relationships, especially when I talk about women. But when I talk about men, I'm not angry. I'm just, oh yeah, good, good. You're telling certain men what they're doing is wrong. But when I talk about women, he hates women. And it must be because he had a past relationship that didn't work out. Congratulations, yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, you fucking have 18 past relationships that didn't work out. You have 2 baby fathers that didn't work out, and you're on number 3. You're on number 4, number 5 baby father. Yeah, and you're talking about me. Congratulations. Um, and but what I noticed though, all jokes aside and all funny shit aside, because I like to do that shit, throw some comedy in there. I can't fucking help it. There's a lot of anger in people. People can't even have a decent discussion about anything. People just yelling at each other, getting mad at each other. All these podcasts. Like, I've said it in previous videos, like, there's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom. And I explained it the right way. And a lot of you men who are upset about this whole 50-50 argument, it's a simple thing. Us men, it's never 50-50. Like, it might be 60-40, it might be 70-30. And it depends if you find yourself a woman who has a great fucking career. You know what I mean? Like, if she makes, for example, fucking let's just say she makes $1 million a year. She's a fucking stock person. She's like a broker, whatever it is, or doing this online entrepreneurship, like whatever it is. I've met women who make good money, and they date men who aren't making the same amount as them. It's rare that I've seen, and I've only seen it on the internet, where this one girl went viral, and some other one too was like, I make this much money a year, and I expect my man to make more. I guess that's your choice, your opinion. But when you want to break it down, those numbers start to get lower, especially with everyone who has the same fucking type in a man. You all want a 6-foot fucking tattooed up, who's a tattooed up dude who's got an 8-pack of abs, who looks like he could be on the front cover of a magazine, who's a thug and a thug and a fucking college educated person at the same time, who goes out and kills motherfuckers and sells cocaine, but still works at a fucking law firm or some shit. It's just like a fucking, it's like living in a fucking fantasy. That's like me saying I want a chick who's got the fattest ass, slim waist, looks like fucking Beyonce, looks like Kelly Rowland, and who makes $15 million a year, and she's gonna just, who's a 10 out of a 10, who's gonna accept an average looking guy like me. Not saying that can't happen with, what looks. Yes, looks sometimes doesn't matter with certain people, but when you want to talk about reality, I'm sorry to say it to you, most fucking model looking people ain't settling for fucking some average looking person, and that's just how it is. Simple. Okay? Like, that number's gonna go down. Okay? Like, how many fucking chicks who look like that are making big money, that are willing to fucking get with a man who makes less than them? I'm sorry. The number is low. Okay? And see, by me talking like this, I'm willing to go through anything with someone. Talk about it. Talk about the different situations, different scenarios, because there's so many scenarios, there's so many types of people, but also there's rare breeds out there. Sorry to tell you. There's rare breed females that are fucking fine as hell, that don't care about a guy's looks. There's a rare breed of those fucking 6'3" guys who's actually a hustler who just wants one woman. I mean, it is a rare. It's rare. whether you want to admit it or not. But the thing I notice when it comes down to these discussions about relationships, all of you are just, you have this built up anger. You know, you've been hurt in the past, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, forget about it. But like, it's this mentality of being a victim. Just, I hate all men. And yes, my beef is a little bit with the women. Like, yo, I see all this man bashing every fucking day. Meanwhile, you still want a man. You hate men, but you want a fucking guy to impregnate you. You want a fucking family. And then you post up the biggest fuckboys, the biggest fuckboy celebrities every day. Oh my God, my crush, who's the biggest fuckboy? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. There was a period where some women were disgusted by Chris Brown, but y'all like him again though. So I mean, I thought it was always once a woman beater, always a woman beater. But Chris Brown, you know, he moved on. He's not going to ever do that again to another female, right? You know, and guys do that too. You know, I've seen videos like, there was a video that went viral, I'm talking about years ago, maybe 2015 or some shit. This dude was rapping, he was talking about a girl that cheated on him, and he was like, you know, and I've said this in previous videos, oh, because of you, I'm a dog out the next bitch. Men do that shit too. Certain men do that shit too, where they've been played, and then they become the biggest player because they still have that thing in them, that because they've gotten hurt by women. And I'm sorry to say, a lot of y'all, okay, women, y'all play these games and then you wonder why this happens to you. And I'm not saying all women, please, but a lot of y'all are playing this game like you've never done anything fucking wrong, and you don't use fucking men, and you come on social media acting like you're a fucking angel. I'm sorry, you're not. Like, I've seen a lot of this shit, and I'm not the one to expose anybody. I'm not gonna fucking do that, but there's a lot of you I know about who post one thing on social media and this, and people show me some shit of what you've done. Same thing with men. Oh, I hate these bitches. Bitches ain't loyal. But meanwhile, you're fucking cheating on your girl. You fucking got another chick pregnant while being with your girl or being married. So, I mean, the biggest hypocrisy, the biggest hypocrites are on social media. Always talking about they just want that real thing every fucking day. And also when they talk about they want the realness every day, then they turn around and post up things about men and women and men and women. Meanwhile, you are that fucking narcissist. You are that fucking user. That is you in a nutshell. I know I was talking about that and I'm kind of going off, but there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things, like, people can't even have decent conversations. This is why I try to listen to certain podcasts, but people just keep interrupting each other. Like, we can't, none of you can. It's like, lately, all I've been seeing is no one explain things the right way. Or if they try to, someone's interrupting them. This whole 50-50 shit, like, I said it before. If there's so many people who I know that are in a relationship right now, engaged or whatever, who ain't got no kids yet, right? They're working together. They're both putting in the work. They're saving up. They got themselves a house, or they forget a house, maybe a condo or something nice. And they're planning before they have children. Okay? Now, some people have had the children before, which is fine. I'm not here to judge you on that. But I'm talking about people who are planning that out. In this day and age, and especially if you don't come from a rich family, and the man that you're with is not from a wealthy background, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you want to live like your grandparents did, and those are the people that you always talk about. Well, I don't want to live like my grandmother did. She didn't go nowhere. you know. And my grandfather and this and that, my grandfather worked and worked and worked, and she took care of the house, but she didn't really travel much. Everybody wants to travel. Do you understand that if you always want to travel, then you need to get you a rich guy? I mean, simple as that. If you want to travel the world, like, I don't know what to tell you. Then you better off, you need to get someone who's wealthy. Like, there is, I don't know what to tell you. But that's not going to come every fucking month or every 2 months or every 3 months. That's going to come every like 5-6 months. This is reality. See, a lot of you haven't lived in reality. A lot of you are stuck in the fucking suburbs of motherfucking nowhere. Just like how I've seen these TikTok people, these YouTubers. Oh, I'm an introvert who went viral. And, you know, I don't go out much, but I'm viral and I'm known by so many people. Oh my God, I didn't expect this in my life. And the thing is, what happens when they go viral, I noticed that these people start saying shit that are so unrealistic because they haven't lived in the real motherfucking world. They haven't lived in the inner city like me or you, okay? And they start saying all of this shit about how you're supposed to live life. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you don't have that money, you're not going to live the life that they live. And meanwhile, they can talk all that shit about living that life. The reason why they got so popular on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and Twitter, and YouTube, okay, is because their parents were giving them money to fucking advertise their shit. You don't have any money to advertise your shit, okay? This is why they're fucking millionaires on YouTube. Because their parents made an investment. And because if you already have that money and you make that investment, what's going to happen? Oh, yeah. So these people don't know shit. They're telling you, oh, travel the world. Do it now before it's too late. Where are you supposed to get the money from? Dig it out your motherfucking ass? Travel to another dimension that just has money in the fucking, in that dimension where you could just come back and fucking spend that money? Unrealistic expectations. This is not fucking reality. Stop listening to these motherfuckers who haven't lived in the real world. They grew up in some fucking little suburban area talking all of this shit. And they come on social media with all their followers. Everybody's sharing it. Oh my God, this is me. This is me. The fucking delusions, the fucking delusional ideas that a lot of you have is fucking scary. And this is why you'll never be fucking satisfied. And it's fucking sad. It is really sad. And this is why people are so angry, because they want to live this life that they cannot live, because you don't come from that wealthy background like these motherfuckers do. And some of them will tell you, you know, I remember sleeping in my car and I didn't have this. Meanwhile, they never even fucking slept in their car. The only time they slept in their car was when they were on fucking break from school. That mommy and daddy paid for them. Like, people can't have, and this is the reason why people aren't having can't have decent conversations, because you're thinking about all of this, and you want a partner who's everything in one. You're not gonna fucking get it. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Everybody's angry, and this is one of the big reasons why. And people, like, you want to talk about relationships. This is the reason why everybody's all fucked up. This is one of the biggest reasons why. It's sad, man. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I think I'm gonna start some kind of like a podcast, but I don't have a microphone. I don't have the setup and shit like that. But I'm gonna start something, and I have a friend that's gonna join me as a co-host, and we're gonna talk about a lot of things. Relationships, what people have, a lot going on, because I'm trying to keep it as 15 minutes because that's the maximum on Instagram. But I just threw all of that out there so people can so y'all can just hear me out, my frustration, and what I'm seeing all y'all angry all the fucking time at each other, always blaming other people. It's because of all men like you, all women like you, men, you, women. God. If you watch this whole video, I appreciate you spending your 15 minutes watching this. As always, I love you. Thank you.